Hi friends, it's me Stace. For today's video I'm going to give you guys an update on the yard. Just a small, very small little yard tour. Mainly give you guys an update with the wooded area back there in the pond. So in front of the pool, we did this not too long ago. We had these plants in the front yard. We brought them out here. I do like them better out here. That one has, you can see, has a really pretty yellow flower. This one's got a orange flower. This is our hardy hibiscus bush. We did add a few bushes together so we would get like a variety of different colors. You can see we have a really pretty purple flower, a white one. There was a yellow one yesterday, very pretty. Then we have the cactus, and then on this side of the pool deck we have these aloe plants. They do sprout little seeds, and they end up having little babies everywhere, so they kind of like mass produce. On the pool deck, if you can see up here, there are more cactus up there. I'm not sure how well that's gonna get them, but we have two of them up there. My sister gave me like a bunch of cactus pieces, and they are like growing like crazy. All right, so back here is the chain link fence. We have that there to keep the girls from going back there, because there's a pond back there and there is a heavily wooded area back there, and our yard is not fully fenced in because trees came down and took out the fence. I'm gonna see if I can go back there. It just poured, so the yard is kind of squishy. The fire pit, we are planning on redoing that this summer, but it's not really a priority right now. Back here is the priority, and I will show you guys why. All right, so let me have to hurry up so the girls don't follow me, because they love coming back here. No, they're not. Okay. All right, so you can see all this here. This is all from a tree that recently fell. It's a big, massive tree. All right, then we have, so all this before, and I'll insert the video that hubby and I took, or I did, of the whole yard tour, so you can see the before and after. But all this here was all sticker bushes. I mean, you cannot even see the pond before. So he cleared all that out. Now it is all grass. This cluster of trees, there's probably 8 or 9 trees in here. It is all poison ivy going all the way up. Hubby did spray back here. You can see a lot of it is dead. But all these trees are going to be coming down. Every single one of them. They are big. They are tall. And then we have the pond. And I watch out for critters, because I know there's frogs in here. There's also turtles in here. I'm going to just give you a quick walk around the pond. Make sure I'm looking for turtles, because there was a turtle not too long ago out here. So, and it just rained, so he might be out of the water. I keep on hearing things, and I want to make sure I'm not near a critter. But yeah, the pond is green. There's a whole bunch of frogs. Because of all the trees. You can see we are surrounded by trees. So all that stuff falls and it lands in the pond. I do enjoy the pond. I like the pond. It's a really fun little shape. It's a good size pond, but it is yucky. And I'm not going to walk all the way around there because I'm a chicken. So we're going to walk the other way. But we have plans for the pond after the other things. Okay, so let me share with you guys back here the priority. This monster tree. I mean, it's so bad. And the vines are crazy back here. All right, so we had a tree fall. Not fall, the whole thing uprooted. And hubby had to clear all this stuff out to get to the tree. So I'm gonna share with you guys the back of this tree, or the stump part of this tree. It is huge, huge tree. All right, so there it is. Right? I mean, the entire thing just completely uprooted. I see leaves moving over there. So there's something over there, probably a bird. And here I am being scared of a bird. All right, so back here, I'm gonna walk back here. When this tree fell, okay, it fell with such force. I mean, you can see, it goes all the way, the whole length of the property. It goes past the property, it landed on our neighbor's fence. Hubby did clear that out, but he came out with this chainsaw, just cut it up. That's what all those big logs are over there. So now he has to cut all this up. But it's like, it just like, keeps on going, you know what I mean? It's like nonstop, and the thing is so heavy, and it made such an impact. You can see it has like a little divot from like the tree, because it hit with such force. And it did take out quite a few trees and branches along its way. And there are so many trees down back here. It is crazy. It's crazy. And the trees are so tall. If you can look at this pine tree, it goes way up, right? Way up there. There's trees there. You can see that they're on the side. I'm gonna see if I can walk back here a little bit more to kind of show you. But look, it has a branch here. It took out this tree, and that's just like hanging on by a thread, that one. Then back here, if I can show you without tripping. All right, another tree down, another pine tree. It goes all the way across the yard. but this tree that's on a slant is down. I mean, there are so many trees back here that are broken and down. And that's our property line right there where that pole is. You can see there's no fence because this tree took it out. And back there, like the fence wiring is there, the poles are there. There are trees actually growing into the fence. It's crazy. So obviously our first priority was getting rid of this big tree because it landed on our neighbor's fence. Hubby did do that. So it's off of his fence. But now we have to cut it all up. That's the hard part, right? Cutting it all up to take it out of here. And then that thing is like humongous. I mean, it's just so big. He did clear this out. I don't know if I showed you that. This whole fence line from here all the way down to the front was like this, you know. He did clear that out. So he is working back here, but now we have this big obstacle tree there. I'll take you guys on this side. Again, watching out for turtles. All right, so back here, not sure if you can see any of the trees, but there's quite a few. If you see a tree going this way, it's down or it's snapped. But look how these things, they are so tall, these trees. So our plan now, obviously a priority, is getting rid of that tree, which we're doing. It's so hard though because they're so heavy. We have to just roll them because they're so big. Roll these stumps things to here. Then hubby brings them in his tractor and puts them over there. But they are so heavy. He did call a land clearer guy that does, you know, they mulch through all this stuff. He's going to be here on Monday. That's the good news. So he'll be here on Monday to clear all this out. I'm not sure how much he can clear or what it will look like after he's done. But you can see like the dead branches there because it just killed that tree. And then this tree is part of that whole stump, you know what I mean? So this tree has to come down. And the scary thing is when you cut the trees down, you got to be really careful because if you hit another tree that's broke, it's going to come down, you know? It's like that just effect. And these trees have so many vines on them. It's crazy. I mean, and these vines are like Tarzan swinging vines. If I can go back there again, I will show you. Hubby and I seen a vine yesterday. It was probably a good 3 inches around. A big old vine. Let me see if I can find out where it was without going way back there. There it is right there. Okay, do you see that little swirly thing right there? That's a vine. And they are just growing all over these trees. I mean, every tree has vines. This one's not too big, but you can see it goes all the way up the tree. It just strangles the trees back here because the vines are so bad. And then they connect to other trees. It's just crazy. So that's the plan. Today, anyway, we're going to hope to get that tree out of here today and that stump out of here because hubby is getting a tooth pulled tomorrow. So he's not going to want to be doing anything there. Then Friday and then Saturday and Sunday until the guy gets here on Monday. We want to clear out as much as we possibly can before he gets here. That way it's less work for him to do. Plus, you know, he just can't mulch through a big old tree that just landed on the ground, you know. Like I said, there's quite a few trees that are down. That one pine tree that I showed you that's going across the yard, that one is dry rotted. When the guy was out here looking, he said he can mulch right through that. That's not a big deal. But I'm excited. So once this is all done and cleared, then our next priority will be to fix the back fence. Well, we can't fix it. Have to get a new back fence. We'll just build a new one. And then once that's done, right, so I know the yard is fully fenced in, then the chain link fence comes out. So this way the pond will be in the yard and the girls will have full access because they can't, like I said, they can't go back here. They can, but if they see like a squirrel or something, Dinah will run. And the yard's not fenced in, so she can keep on running. So we got to be really careful about that. But there's the update with the pond, my friends. Just so much work. I dread it. Oh, I just dread it so badly because it's hot out here. It's Florida, you know, it's hot. And there are so much work to do back here. It's just on our part, you know what I mean? Like just that tree alone will take us forever to do, but we have to get that done. It's a priority before Monday, you know? But I'll show you this tree over there. That's dead. I mean, there's just so many, like this one is dead. You can see the vines on it. So a lot of the trees are going to be coming down. The pine trees and the big tall ones we're leaving up. But once we have the fence back here and that chain link fence is gone, then he can cut all those trees out because they're going to hit the fence. So we got to make sure it doesn't do that. So I'm excited about that. And I think it'll look really pretty back here once you get rid of all these trees, because there are so many, minus these big tall ones, they're staying. Once we get rid of a lot of the trees, then the pond will be clear. It won't have this green stuff. It's not pollen, it's like just like leaf stuff from the just the trees. So once they're gone, then this should be kind of cleared up, right? That's the plans. Look at the girls. Look at that puddle. Look at that puddle. And it just poured a little while ago, so I got wet socks. But, and then these are just gonna sit here until they dry out, and then we'll burn them in the fire pit. Right, girls? All right, my friends, that is it. That's the pond. I'll give you guys an update. So I'll share with you the before of this heavily wooded area, and I will share with you the after when the guys are done on Monday. We also have the grandkids coming Monday too. That'll be fun. But oh my gosh, right? A lot of work, but I think worth it in the end. There's a big old hawk up there. All right, that's it. I'm getting bit. Any questions, my friends, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.